Morning. Okay, I've gotten my run in. That was a good, 15-minute delay between the two streams. So completely lost the signal on the prior stream, but that's okay. We're gonna walk. I found a signal here, I think. We're gonna walk up to an historic part of Baltimore, which is also an historic part of Hampden in Baltimore. We're heading up to the Avenue. Now in Baltimore, it is windy, it is cold. Hopefully the signal will hold up this time. In Baltimore, the main shopping districts around the different neighborhoods are not called main streets or high streets. They're called the avenues. And there are a couple of them. In Highlandtown, it's Eastern Avenue. There's an avenue here in Hampden. North Avenue is the avenue. Pennsylvania Avenue is the avenue. So in Baltimore, back in the day, if you said, I'm going to the avenue, it could be one of several. But folks knew you were going to shop because you did your shopping on the avenue. So we're working our way through this residential part. Hampden is in North Baltimore. If you didn't catch my prior stream that just died, I came up here today because an historic building was damaged by fire last night. Wasn't too bad, at least from the outside. Roof is gone, definitely interior damage, definitely water damage. But the structure's still there. So that's a good thing. But now we're going to take a look as this neighborhood grew around the textile mills generated by the Jones Falls, which is the waterway just down this way. Hi, Syed. A very vibrant blue-collar community grew up around those mills beginning in the 1830s. I'm sorry if it sounds like my lips are frozen. It's because they are. It is now 34 degrees here. It's a cold day. This is like our first cold day here. A few flowers are still blooming here. A few last roses in these beautiful front gardens here. Hello, 88 Tunes. Can see folks really enjoyed Halloween, but Hampden is known for Christmas. So we will be back. Oh, Hampden's also known for pink flamingos, by the way. We're going to talk about flamingos when we get up to the avenue. Oh, hey, Batista. Very nice to see you. But Hampden is known for Christmas, and we'll come back in a few weeks and we will check out what is known as the Miracle on 34th Street. It is a series of homes that just outdo themselves in Christmas decorations. But yeah, I ran down here. I'm a little bit out of breath. I ran to try to find a signal. And I had already done my exercise for the morning. I'm from Baltimore. So this is one of those beautiful historic neighborhoods of Baltimore. And it's a beautiful sunny day, even though it's freezing cold. This is 36th Street, also known as the Avenue, one of the many the avenues that we have in Baltimore. And you can see the sign across the way, the Avenue. But let's take a walk up and down and see what we can see. We still have the beautiful flower boxes. We'll cross over because I think we want to see the shops on this side. No, not Los Angeles, Baltimore, Maryland, hun. And I say hun for a reason. So this is an avenue. Should we play Main Street bingo here? Probably not. Even though it's kind of a main street. But we'll take a look and see if we see some of those iconic telltale signs of a main street, like the street lamps here. Oh, hey, JC. Yeah, I've been in Annapolis. We did a walk during the day and we did a walk at night. Some great historic buildings in Annapolis. For sure. Great to see you. Now, this building, I think we can guess what this used to be. But maybe we'll do some research too. This feels like an historic firehouse. We'll see. We'll cross over when it is safe to do so. It is Veterans Day here in the United States and probably in other countries around the world too. So thanks to those who serve and those who served. All right, let's get the view from over here. This was a firehouse. I'm sorry for the wind. I hope the audio is okay. So I am thinking this was a good old one bay firehouse back in the day because it's got the great big huge flagpole on the second floor, and the storefront really is indicative of a bay where a fire engine used to be. And then the building next to it. So the name of this building today, or the shop, is Old Bank Barbers. But it doesn't have that iconic look of a bank, right? Those historic banks were usually in granite, light colored stone, kind of a Romanesque look. But who knows? This could have been a bank. This could have been a post office. We'll do a little research and find out. But here on the avenue in Hampden, lots of historic buildings have been preserved. And they're shops and restaurants today. This is a place to be. All right, I shouldn't be trying to cross here. But we started our day today. Oh, look. Oh, great. We've got a cornerstone here. 1886. And then there's another mark for 1915. So 1886 for construction, 1915 probably for some significant renovation. Cool. Always great to get a cornerstone. So we started our day today in Hampden. We didn't plan to do so, but there was a fire yesterday at an historic former Baltimore City Police building. So we checked that out first, and then we lost the signal. So we're back on the avenue, which is great because we had intended to be here anyway. And you can see some of the historic shops that were probably here in the early 1900s are still shops today. Because this community was a busy blue-collar community supporting the textile mills in the area. Just down the way here, the mills were on the Jones Falls, our little waterway that kind of cuts through Baltimore. I'm trying to get out of the sun. Sorry about that. And we'll take another look back as soon as I can find a shady spot to get out of the sun. Okay, that's better. So we'll take a look back on this building that I think was the fire station and maybe a bank or post office next to it. But certainly great that it's been preserved. Boy, everybody's just got some crazies in chat today. Yeah, Green Jewel, I know it generally, you know, I know in some churches it's like when it was founded, but maybe not the same, you know, day that construction happened on that particular building. But it looks about right for the construction. It looks about right for those buildings. So as we kind of check out the other side of the street, and now I'm kind of not happy that I crossed over here because of where the sun is. It is late fall, and we're getting the sun at a very low angle. Well, we can just take a look at some of the work around the roofs of these buildings. I always like the kind of, what do they call that, dental detail. Dental detail at the tops. Okay, I just had an acorn hit my head. Ow. What are you gonna do? That keeps happening and they hurt. The kind of luck I'm having today with losing the signal and an acorn now hitting me in the head. I'm just complaining. So sorry. Just complaining. Now this building here certainly has a bank look to it. And the dates above, 1910, 1922. On this one at the corner of Roland Avenue and 36th Street. Here in historic Hampden. Definitely a 1910 looking building. And definitely was a bank. It's always sad when a building like that is no longer used as a bank. It's a Royal Farm store. Those are our local convenience stores here around Baltimore. Known for fried chicken, by the way. Rofo chicken, Royal Farms chicken. Another beautifully preserved building here on the corner. You can hear the church bells. It's 8:45. Church bells on the 15s, I think, on the quarters of the hour. Buildings that were shops, bars, restaurants. Still today. Hope everybody is having a great day. And thank you to those who serve and those who served on Veterans Day. Fraser's on the Avenue, 1939. Almost 100 years old. Now this one, across the way, not the iconic Little Tavern building. Could be mistaken for one, but it's not. Probably a similar shop though. So not everyone has the day off. I have the day off work today for Veterans Day. Not everyone has the day off. Some schools are still in. Some schools are out, some schools are in. we'll get some painted storefronts here. Oh, it's loud. Oh my gosh. Okay, I smell crabs. I smell Maryland steamed crabs, Old Bay. It's quite pretty with the exposed brick, the way they've done that. Freshly painted at the roof line. Beautiful. And this is the Old Bay smell I'm getting. Beautifully painted with the Maryland flag on the front of this one. Baltimore in a box, so you can get your Old Bay anywhere. Old Bay is our seafood spice. You have to put it on everything though. You put it on French fries. You can put it on chips, as you call it. You put it in everything. That little guy's got to be cold. Okay, it's 36 degrees now here in Baltimore. I've lost the chat. Oh, there it is. Hey, Fortico, nice to see you. Hi, Ricardo, nice to see you. I'm sorry, the chat froze on me for a little bit. I didn't see it moving. Hi, everyone. Yeah, but these are all the painted storefronts. I'll go across the street again. I couldn't shoot from across the street earlier because the sun was directly in the camera. But these are the painted storefronts here in Hampden, in the Hampden neighborhood of Baltimore. So for those who just joined, thank you for joining. If you'd kindly hit that like button, I would so appreciate it. My first stream got scuttled this morning. Well, we did visit a historic building that was damaged by fire last night. That's why we came to this neighborhood today. But then I lost the stream, lost the signal. So I had to run all the way up here to the avenue to catch a signal. And I'm so glad I did. So this is Baltimore. Show the stores. I know I'm trying to, I'm going to go across the street. And I think the angle of the sun will be better. This is the Baltimore Chef Shop, a teaching kitchen. Wow. Upcoming classes. So this week, on Thursday, New Orleans Creole, pasta. On Friday, there's Chinese takeout, tapas. Oh my gosh, so this is let's take a minute and look at this one. This is a teaching kitchen, the Baltimore Chef Shop. This is, we're here on 36th Street in Hampden, in Baltimore. So if you're in Baltimore and you need, an idea for date night, come to a Chef Shop kitchen class. That's pretty darn cool. Okay, today's not a day for ice cream. It's just not. It's just not. But on a warmer day, this would be a fantastic place to stop at the Charmery for ice cream. It's not today. Not today. So if we went this way, we'd be in the city. You can kind of see some of the Baltimore City skyscrapers there in the distance. We're here on the avenue. I will stop shooting into the sun, I promise. I promise. All right, we don't have the light anymore. But we will cross over and then we'll take a look at the shops from the other side, hopefully without the sun in our eyes. Okay, Zempler, you know what? You are right. You are absolutely right. What kind of city is this? This is Baltimore. We are north of the downtown area. We're in the neighborhood of Hampden, which is a historic neighborhood that grew up around the mills. West 41st Street, so you're around here. Nancy, you gotta go. Nancy, you gotta go. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. We got all kinds in the chat today. All kinds of crazy in the chat today. Yeah, right off I-83, JC. You're absolutely right. The good old Jones Falls Expressway. And the Jones Falls, the waterway here, powered all the mills of the textile factories that helped to create this neighborhood. And let's take a look at St. Luke's Church as soon as I get across the street. And let's see if we can see a cornerstone. So 1949 here for St. Luke's Church. St. Luke's Evangelical Church. Okay, now this is better. Now the sun's not in our eyes. So you can take a good look at the charmery there with the scoop on the corner. Da Disney Baker. Greetings from an Annapolis native. Oh, that's wonderful. I am freezing. Yes, thank you for asking. Nancy, how do you keep getting in here? I just don't know. Oh, it is so windy here. Yeah, it's cold. It says it's 36. Woo! But it feels colder with this wind. Oh my gosh. Woo! It feels a lot colder. I know, right? It's a leaf NATO. But it's beautiful. I mean, you get these beautiful sunny days. And you have to be outside on a beautiful sunny day. Which city? This is Baltimore, Maryland. Oh, JC, so we've got a lot of Annapolis people here. Nancy, I swear to goodness, I don't know how you keep getting in here. This is going to be a game, I'm sure. But that's okay. So now we can take a really good look at these storefronts from the other side, because we're not shooting into the sun. This was a mill town, a very blue-collar town, established in the 1830s. So for the United States, that's really old. Textile mills on the Jones Falls waterway. And then the workers came up the hill and established their homes and businesses here in what became the neighborhood of Hampden. And a really fun neighborhood. When we get to Christmas in a few weeks, this area will be decorated like crazy. Absolutely decorated like crazy. But I really like the storefront decorated like the Maryland flag. Because we have the best flag. It is a heraldic flag. It's the only United States flag that is a heraldic flag. Oh, I will. Yeah, we'll go do the Miracle on 34th Street. It's world renowned for the way the houses are decorated. They're absolutely crazy. Oh, the Pepsi plant. So Disney, it's really sad when they took the old Pepsi sign down. They had that old historic, the old Pepsi logo. And they took it down for the new Pepsi logo. And then they replaced it with an Aquafina sign. It was so disturbing. Hi, Danny. Nice to see you. Yes. Well, we got a lot of local Marylanders here. Checking out Hampden on a cold, cold day. Yep, Glen Burnie and the Dina. Just south of Baltimore in Anne Arundel County. Remember these counties in Maryland, like Anne Arundel? I wonder how many counties are like a person's full name. Anne Arundel. Not Arundel County, just Anne Arundel County. Now we'll get a better look at this block as well, the block where the acorn bopped me in the head. That still hurts, by the way. That thing came out of that tree right on the top of my head. The former Ideal Theater. So we have a historic theater there. Wouldn't know it. Really wouldn't know it. It doesn't really have that theater look to it. It doesn't have that marquee in the front. Exemplar, I know. Feel like it. Feel like I should. That's happened before, by the way. Baltimore Christmas Village coming soon in a few weeks. The authentic German Christmas market in the Baltimore Harbor, which is a ton of fun, great food, really fun stuff, good old German food, and you know what comes with that, good old German beer. Huge German population and German heritage here in Baltimore. Now from this side of the street, you're also getting a really good look at this building, Hampden Hall, going back to the 1800s. That's really nice of you, Disney. Hope to see you again. Hey, Reacts On. Nice to see you. Thanks to everybody for joining this stream today. We had a little technical difficulty. This was not planned. We went to check out the building that was damaged by fire. Thankfully, it doesn't look too bad. It's missing the roof, but doesn't look too bad. So if you found me for the first time today, thank you. I would really appreciate a like. If you like historic little wanderings, then please consider subscribing. I do this once or twice a week. Different neighborhoods around Washington, Baltimore. If we do a small town, we'll play small town bingo, which is a lot of fun. Maybe for others too, maybe not just for me, but I think small town bingo is a lot of fun. Oh, from North Africa, Sin Krad Al. Very nice to meet you. Fantastic to meet you. JC, thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. Be careful of the streets here. Yeah, I think it's about 50-50 for people who have off work today versus who don't have work. I think a lot of government agencies and local and, obviously the national government are closed today for Veterans Day. But there was still quite a lot of traffic this morning, so I think some businesses and I think schools are still open today. But now all the traffic stopped. I do want to get another view of this building from this angle. That's a good one. Okay, before we hit the sun. The sun's always in the wrong place. There are a lot of pickup trucks in the United States. There sure are. Let's see. I am certain that the best view of this building is going to be the middle of this street. Oh no, good. Okay, so we got the sun behind it right here. 1882. Okay, there we go. 1882 for Hampden Hall. Here, really at the top of the hill here on this street. Trying to get all angles. Excellent. Well, everyone, I want to say thank you so much for joining the stream today. I know it's been a little windy, so I hope the audio hasn't been too annoying. I know this is a short one today. We started the stream down at the former Northern District Police Building, which was damaged by fire yesterday. We checked it out. Didn't look too bad. But then I lost the stream, so then I had to run up here to catch a signal. And now it is extremely windy and very cold. And I'm going to say thank you, and I hope to see you on a future stream. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Happy Veterans Day, and thank you to those who serve and those who served. Everyone, take care. Daryl! Thank you, Daryl.